Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdul Khalik. Dear friends, the life we are living is, of course, somewhat tough and it's not that easy. That's why it was said that the life is not a bed of roses at all. So, to be able to live here in a dignified manner, in an honorable manner, we need to do certain things. And what those certain things are, actually, these certain things are meant to make us a strong human being. We need to become a strong human being, and of course, that we need to become a strong and we need to become an independent person, because being independent, that's very important. Being strong is very important, and without the two of these things, the life we are living will be a miserable one. It will be really bad, and we will not be happy. We cannot live with honor and dignity at all if at all we are not a strong human being, if at all we are not an independent human being. So why? Because if at all we are dependent upon others, so it is up to them. If maybe we need something on a daily basis, maybe we need something so frequently, but they are not going to give us, they are not going to give us so frequently, so often. Maybe we need a bigger quantity, but they are giving us a very lesser quantity. Maybe we want a better quality, but they are giving us a very poor quality. Maybe we want to live with, maybe we want to get all that with the dignity and honor, but they are giving it without any sort of respect or dignity. So, for all of these reasons, I think that it is extremely important to become an independent person. It is extremely important to become a strong person. So, as far as our today's topic is concerned, we want to become a strong. We are going to talk about being a strong person. We are going to talk about being an independent person. Both the independence and both the strength, I think that is highly important. That is extremely important. And like I always, I have chosen a very useful and beneficial article in the shape of an expert opinion. The expert opinion, our expert opinion says today 10 things. 10 things strong independent people do. 10 things strong independent people always do, but they don't talk about that. 10 things strong independent people always do, but they don't talk about that. They are doing it in a silent manner. They are doing it silently. What are those 10 things, by the way? First of all, the writer says they are comfortable in their own skin. They are comfortable in their own skin. What is meant by this, my dear friend? It only means that they are not in any sort of inferiority complex at all. They are not, comparing their life with the life of the other people, that I don't have this, I don't have that, while the other person is having this thing, they are having that thing. So they don't keep comparing themselves with other people. They are not in any sort of inferiority complex at all. So that is why our author, our expert says that they are comfortable in their own skin. First of all, that's very important actually. And it is going to be the base of all the considerable, the good achievement, and all the happier life depend upon this one thing alone. And that is one thing alone: they are comfortable in their own skin. Number two, they plan for the future. Yes, they plan for the future. As for the planning of the future is concerned, I think there is a very important phrase, and which is worth remembering by each and everybody else. What is this phrase? So beautiful, such a perfect. Failure to plan is like planning to fail. Failure to plan is like planning to fail. So it is extremely important to plan. If at all we are not planning, we are planning to fail. So they plan about their future. Now the number 3 is they spend time alone. Yes, indeed. Some of the people you might have seen, they cannot afford to. They fail to spend time alone. because they become very unhappy, because they become very nervous, because they don't enjoy their own company at all. Maybe they have done something so bad in their previous life, maybe that they are very fearful, afraid about their future, and the two of these travels do not allow them to be alone, not even for some of the time. I think that being alone for some of the time, it tells us that we are a strong human being, that we are an independent human being. Here our strength does gets exhibited. Here our independence too does get exhibited as well. So we need to spend some of the time alone, for the sake of practice, and also that it is meant for the sake of reflection as well, dear friend. Now, the next is, the fourth is that they don't hesitate to say yes, say no, and saying no. There are enough number of situations. There are enough number of the people. We need to say no to them. Why? Because either they are foolish people, or because they are irresponsible people, or because they are manipulative people. They are not sincere with us. So we need to say no to those people. We need to say no to those things. Some of the people, it's not like we have to say no to everything else. Rather, we have to say no to some of those things. And for that, we need to consider well whatever they people are expecting of us, whatever they people are demanding of us. We need to consider it well, and we need to say no. They don't hesitate to say no. And now the next is, the fifth is, they are honest in talks and matters. Being honest, that is very, very important. Being honest is very, very important, my dear friends. I think that they are honest in their talks, and they are honest in their matters. Being honest is very, very important. And if at all we are not honest, it actually means that we don't have anything else at all. So they are honest in their talks and in their matters. And now the number six is, they accept responsibility. Yes, they are quite a responsible human being. They accept the responsibility after a careful consideration, and once they do accept it, they do take the responsibility of it. They tell that yes, I am responsible enough. But there are certain other responsibilities we cannot say no to those, because those are genuinely our own responsibilities. So they take responsibility. They are a responsible people. Now the number seven thing our expert says, they don't cling to others. Yes, they don't cling to others. They don't hide behind others. Rather, they do have the ability to take stand, and they have the ability to spend some of their time alone. They are not seen running behind those some of the people. They are independent. They are strong, and they can stand on their own feet. They are not clinging to others because the other people don't want them. Still, they are running behind them. I think there shouldn't be a situation like that one at all. And they don't cling to others. Now, the number eight is, they earn their living instead of seeking help from others. Yes, they earn their living. That is being very, very, very important. It is crucial, because if at all we are not economically independent, this means that we are going to be humiliated every now and then. And those nations are individuals, those who are not economically dependent upon themselves. I think that they do have to lose, and they do have to lose big. And for all of that reason, to be able to live honorably here on this world, I think that we must be economically independent. Now, the ninth item our expert says, they take risk. Yes, taking of the risk, that's also very, very important. Why is it that much important? Because if at all we want a considerable development, we do have to take the risk. But as far this risk taking is concerned, it must be carefully considered, it must be properly calculated. And those people who are taking the risk blindly without a proper calculation or preparation, they people are actually gambling. And we don't have to become a gambler at all. Now, the 10th and the last item our expert says they plan for the unknown. Yes, planning for the unknown, because everything else might not go according to our own plan. So, if at all the things which were unexpected and unplanned, if at all a scenario or a situation like that does occur, I think that we should be able to face that, and we should be able to tackle all that. And for that purpose and reason, I think that we need to develop the resilience in we ourselves, and this resilience will help us in becoming a person who is they plan for the unknown. Thank you.